Hello everyone, and today I'm going to be showcasing and explaining how to configure and install the NexusAuctionHouse Plus Minecraft plugin. So this is the premium version of the NexusAuctionHouse plugin. I already made a showcase. It's going to be in the top right corner of the video if you want to check it out. And make sure to go in the description to see every link that you need. First things first, we're going to install the plugin. So it's going to be available on Build by Bits and Spigot MC and maybe on Shop, which is the new name of Polymod, but I'm not sure it's going to be there because last time I tried it didn't work. Anyways, you will have every info you need on the wiki if you ever need this again. I'm going to show you now. So first, you're going to need a Minecraft server. So you can see support and software is up in here. So you can use buckets, Spigot, paper, and Pufferfish. Also, this is specific to NexusAuctionHouse Plus, but you can also use Folia. Also, it has very little uses, but you have the option. So I recommend using paper, which is the most popular. And then you're going to need to use Vault, which is the economy plugin used on the servers. On top of Vault, you're going to need an economy handler. So the most recommended one, if you only use one currency, is Essential Vex, because to me it's the simplest one. But you can also use Vault Unlocks, player points, and if you want to set up several economy that's on the same plugin, you can use Excellent Economy. You're also going to need Nexus Core, so you can find it on Moderains. The link will be in the description. So just hit download, select your version, and the server software. So it's the library for all of my plugins. And finally, you're going to need JavaScript 95 to run in the server. So it is required for Minecraft 26.1 and above, but it's also needed for the plugin if it is compatible with this version. So you can just find it here, Java downloads. Click on JK25. If you're on Windows, it's right here. If you're on Linux, this, and you also can use apt. And if you are on Pterodactyl, you can also visit here in Startup, Docker image. Make sure to pick Java 25. And then just download the plugin from either sites where you bought it, and just drop it off in your plugins folder. I'm going to start the showcase by going around the main plugin GUI. So this is the main auction house. This is the default screen you're going to have. You're just not going to have all the items here because these are items that I set up for display. So I'm going to go over all the items. So first, this is one of the items for sale. You can see the price, the seller, and the expiry date, which is configurable. Next up, you have the search feature. So you can just click here and just enter whatever item you want. For example, if I want maybe blue, maybe we have blue items for sale. There you go, blue wool, etc. So that's it. You can right click to recent search. Then you can see your own transaction history. So you just click on the clock right here, and every transaction you did will be available here. So next up, so here you can browse through pages with the arrows. You also have your profile, which I'm gonna get back on, but you can see some stats about your profile. Then you can sort the items by price, so most expensive first, least expensive first, the next one to expire, and the latest one to expire. And you can also retrieve items that you have that you either didn't have room in your inventory for or expired. So expiry, as I said, is configurable. So by default, it is 7 days. So right now I put this on sale about 2 hours ago. So it says 6 days and 22 hours. You can configure this value in the config of the plugin. Right here, this is set to 7 days, but you can set it to a lower value. And if so, you have two types of auctions. You can see them by each cell. So you have two types of auction, either bin or bids. So bin auctions is buy it now. So if someone just goes on the item and clicks buy, they will directly receive the item. Bid is a bidding auction. So after the value is configured here, so by default it is 7 days. After 7 days, the player who has bids the highest amount will win the item. So next up, I'm going to show you a brand new feature of NexusAuctionHouse Plus, which is bulk selling. So you can give yourself any item you want, put them in your inventory, like this. And you can sell this inventory. So if I do /h sell and it's 102, you can see your inventory contains only your 4 inventory rows content. So it's only these items and not the ones in your offhand or armor or etc. And you can just sell it here, and if a player buys it, they will receive the entire inventory. Next, I'm gonna show you some of the options on the items. So if you see here, you see 4 lines at the bottom, which is because I'm selling an inventory. So I can basically click the item to buy it. I can shift and right click to inspect this. So this is only for inventories and shulker boxes. So you can just preview whatever is in here and you can purchase it down here. Then this is for admin. So you can shift click to manage the listing. So you can choose different currencies. So the currency setup is in the config file. You can also change the price. You can change the expiry dates very easily. You can also go like here and give yourself the item. So yeah. And you can also change the auction types from bidding to bids. You can also instantly take down the listing and refund to the player, and you can delete the listing, so it will just disappear forever. And it's given to. So next up, I'm going to move on to the profile feature that I showed before. So if I do /h profile or go in the H, click here, I can see. So first, you can see here no active punishments, which I'm going to get back up on. But you can see in all these slots some data. So here it's the amount of items you've listed. Here are the auctions that are ended. So it's the item that you sold, and that's the auction ended and did not expire. This is the most money the entire amount of money you spent of every currency on items that you bought. This is the most money you spent at once. This is how many items you've bought. This is all the money you've earned, and this is the most money. This is the total money you've earned, and this is yeah. You can also see here the players listing. So if you click here, you're going to see every item that you have on sale. So on the profile menu, you can also click on the items to see the leaderboard for the certain category. So if I click here, so this is the top 10 best players by listed items. As you can see here, I have 11 listed items. My alt has 1, so I need to first hit second, and the rest is empty because no one sold items. And this skull texture is customizable in the config file, as you can see here. You can go back. And now let's move on to the admin section, which I'm going to start by showing you the punishment system. So you can do /h admin. It will open the auction house administration system. So first, as I said, I'm going to click manage players and show you how the system works. First, on every player, you can right click to see their listings. So as you can see all mine here. It's the same menu as before, and you can also see there are punishments. So if you click here, you're going to see no active punishments, and you can also see the history over here. So you can click punish, and you can choose from 5 different options. You can choose as many as you want. So what they do: first, you have no open, so the player cannot open the auction house. You also have no sell, the player has sell items on the auction house. You have no buy, so the player cannot buy items. You have no bid, so they cannot bid on the auction house. And then you have remove. That makes it so the player's active listings are taken down. So if you choose all these, you can then pick a time units. So you can choose seconds, minutes, hours, day, weeks, months, years, and you can also pick forever if you don't want this punishment to expire. So if you choose hours, we confirm, as you can see here, the player has all punishments for 1 hour, and the remove doesn't show up because it's only a one-time thing. So as you can see here, I am on my alts, and if I try to open the auction house, as you can see, I'm currently banned and cannot open the auction house. Same thing if I click sell item, I cannot. So yeah, this is for punishments. And if I go back to the player management system, as you can see here, I can also see the history of the player, and I can manage the current punishments. So if I click on the open, remove it, and the player can now open the auction house. Next up in the administration menu, we have edit menu. So this is the GUI customization system, which is only available on NexusAuctionHouse Plus. So you can choose from all these menus. So I'm going to pick the auction one, the auction house, and this old menu. So you have 4 types of items. Sure, you can see here, but I'm going to show you an example later for the other one. So first we have filler items. So these here, it says add an item or right click to edit the filler. So this is if you right click and set it to, for example, an acacia box. And you can see all the empty slots will be replaced with acacia box. So by default, this is set to the gray stained glass pane. So if I set it back to this, there you go. It looks normal again. Next up, we have normal icons such as the search sign or the transaction history, etc. So on these items, you can click to edit them, you can change their name, and you can change the item type. Next, you can also right-click the item to change its slot. So you can only change it to empty slots. So for example, I can change it here, change it here, and if you click on the existing slots, it's going to cancel. And you can also shift click an item to disable it, and it will be replaced by the filler. If you click on add an item, it's going to show this item here and the other type of item, which I'm going to show you right here. So these are display items, are the placeholder items. So this is item slots, this is sort slots. So as it's in the name, here are displayed the items that are sold on the auction house, and here are the sorts, which I'm going to show you in a second. So you can click on any slots and disable it. And if I go back in the GUI, as you can see, now it's set to the filler and not the sold items. And I can just go back on this menu and add these back and item slots here. And as you can see, now all the items are back in here. So the same goes with the sort slots. It's the exact same system, except that the sort slots are if all these sorts. So this is a pretty basic system. It's going to filter the items that are in the specific filter and always display these. So if you remove all of these sorts, they're going to disappear and the items will be moved over to this side, and not only these 8 rows. Now for the first type of item, I'm going to go and confirm item sale. So as you can see here, we have this, which is a placeholder. So this is only to display the item. So this is this confirm selling menu. So if I pick up an item and try to sell it, as you can see, it's displayed here. So it's only the display for the items that's right here. It's the item that I'm selling, but it can be anything. Next up on the admin menu, we have auction house logs, which is pretty straightforward. You can just see every transaction on the auction house that has happened. And you can give yourself a copy of the item just by clicking on it. Next, we have banned items. So as you can see here, I have no banned item, and I can just click on any item on this list. For example, I just banned blue dye. And if I use my alt, which cannot bypass ban, I can pick up a blue dye and sell it. And you can see I cannot sell this item because it's banned. But if I ban it by clicking on it, it works again. So next up, we have item sort, which I talked about before. So I'm just going to go very quickly. So if you click on any item sort, you can edit the name, and you can also edit the sword icon, which right here the sword, and you can edit the contents of this sword. So if I were to pick, for example, a carrot on a stick, so if I go ahead and pick up a carrot on a stick and sell it on the auction house, it's gonna be shown right here. If I select some just swords. And you can also delete every item sort, as I said before, and you should do so. The items here are going to take place as the sorts on the side of the auction house. And the last option in the administration menu is the toggle on or off. So if you click here, it's going to toggle the auction house on or off, and players who do not have the bypass permissions, such as by alt, will not be able to open the auction house because it is currently disabled. So back on my rules, and I just set up a new bid auction in my main account. So if I visit the auction house and click on this item, as you can see, it's a bid auction. So there are two options I have. I can either bid a custom value, so here $11. There you go. And it's going to show up in the bid history. And I can also bid 5% above the highest bid. So this 5% value is customizable as well in here, next bid percent in the config file. So if I go back on my alt and click here, you can see it's going to be 5% every time. I can just do this indefinitely. And as I said before, how bid auctions work is that when they expire, they are given to the player who has given the most. So right now it is, there we go, May 11th. So as you can see on my alt, I just won 64 stone balance from winning an auction by sync because the auction just ended and I was the highest bidder. Alright, so that should be it with the main features. So you can see a more detailed walkthrough and list of features on the documentation and also on the merchant websites such as Build by Beats, Big and IC, and maybe Format, as I said before. So everything is set in here. You can also import data from NexusAuctionHouse to NexusAuctionHouse Plus if you don't want to lose your previous data. And you have every detail about configuration and all the commands and permissions of the plugin, as well as explanation about UI customization if I want to write a bit quickly, and also item sorts. So this was the setup and showcase guide for a NexusAuctionHouse Plus version 1.0. So this is the first release. And if you are interested, I have a few planned features in mind. So the first two are better Discord webhooks, because some exist right now, but they're pretty old and pretty updated. These come from the NexusAuctionHouse free plugin. I also have plans to make more storage options such as MySQL. And last but not least, I'm planning on making multi-server setup and also adding in the future some more common plugins that will be supported, as well as importing data from other auction house plugins, not only the free version of Nexus Auction House. So if you're interested, stay tuned and join my Discord for any news, and also consider buying the plugin if you're interested. Have a good day.